A 529 plan is one way to set aside money for qualified education expenses for higher education or private tuition for K-12 schools. Funds contributed to the plan are placed into investments that grow over time. When the funds are withdrawn for allowed expenses, the income and growth earned while being invested is not taxed. As an example, let's say I put $5,000 into a 529 plan and I allow the investment to grow to $6,700. The growth would be $1,700. If my child has $7,000 of education expenses payable to a college, then I can withdraw the entire balance from the 529 plan to cover those expenses. Since these funds are used for qualified education expenses, I do not pay tax on the $1,700 earned while the funds were invested. This shows the benefit of using a 529 plan instead of other investments. In my example, if using the 529 plan saves $255 federal tax over a non-529 plan investment. Remember, you also save state income tax, which can vary. Imagine the savings you might have if the growth were larger. What happens if the person I list as the beneficiary cannot use all of the funds in the 529 account? I can change the beneficiary of the plan to a different family member. I can also distribute the funds and not use those funds for education expenses, but there are consequences. If I do that, there is a 10% penalty, plus ordinary federal and state income taxes apply. Another benefit occurs when contributing to an Indiana College Choice 529 plan. I am allowed a tax credit of up to 20% of the contributed amount, or $1,000 of the Indiana tax return for the year of the contribution. If I put $5,000 into the Indiana 529 plan, I would receive a credit of $1,000 on my tax return. If you want to learn more about 529 plans and the types of qualified education expenses allowable, consider asking your DWD tax professional.